everyone, welcome back to our podcast. I'm Shilpa Gita Maharani, student ID number 442405997, and I'll be your host for today's discussion. Today we are going to discuss a topic that has become increasingly important in higher education. Should artificial intelligence or AI be permitted in academic activities? Nowadays, many university students use AI to search for information, improve their writing, and assist them with assessment. While AI offers many benefits, some lecturers worry that it may reduce critical thinking and increase plagiarism. Today, we'll explore both the advantages and disadvantages of AI based on academic evidence. Please welcome our guest, Shalpa. Hi Shalpa, thank you for joining us today. How are you? Hi Shalpa, thank you for inviting me. I'm doing great, and I'm excited to discuss this important topic. Great, let's begin. Do you think university should allow students to ask AI in academic activities? Why or why not? Yes, I believe universities should allow AI, but with clear ethical guidelines. According to UNESCO guidance for general AI in education and research, 2023, AI can improve teaching and learning when it is used responsibly. If this of banning AI, universities should educate students about ethical AI use. Therefore, I believe AI should support learning, not replace students on thinking. However, many lecturers worry that students are becoming too dependent on AI and simply copy AI generate answer. Do you think this concern is reasonable? Yes, it is a responsible concern. According to Kasnechi at AI 2023, AI can support brainstorming and personalized learning, but students still need critical thinking to evaluate AI-generated information. So the real issue is not AI itself, but how students choose to use it. Some people argue that AI makes students lazy because it can write essay and answer questions. I don't think AI can replace students completely. AI can provide information, but it cannot replace creativity, independent analysis, or human judgment. According to UNESCO 2023, AI should support human learning rather than replace it. Students are still responsible for understanding the material and making their own academic decisions. Another concern is plagiarism. If students submit AI-generated assessment, how can lecturers know whether the work is original? That's one of the biggest challenges. Students should never submit AI-generated work as their own because it violates academic integrity. UNESCO 2023 recommend that universities establish policies and teach students to use AI ethically. AI should be used to improve learning, not to avoid learning. Okay, some people also believe AI creates an advantage because students who ask AI can complete assessment more quickly. Do you agree? Not necessarily. If all students have equal access to AI and follow the same rules, everyone has the same opportunity. Kanechi et al. 2023 explained that AI should be viewed as a learning assistant, while students must continue thinking critically and solving problems independently. Therefore, fairness depends on how students use AI, not on the technology itself causing. Okay, that's a very balanced opinion. From today's discussion, we can conclude that AI offers many advantages such as improving learning efficiency and supporting personalized learning. However, it also brings challenges including plagiarism and overdependence. The most important thing is using AI responsibly and ethically. Thank you so much, Alpha, for sharing your insight today. Thank you, Shilpa. I help university students use AI wisely. AI should help you learn, not replace our own effort, creativity, and critical thinking. And thank you to everyone for listening to our podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's discussion and gain a better understanding of the role of AI in academic activities. I'm Shilpa. Thank you for listening. See you in our next podcast. Goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. My name is Shafa and I'll be your host today. Today we're going to discuss a very interesting topic. Why university students should learn English. I'm joined by my friend Shiva, who will share her opinions and insight about this topic. Hi Shiva, how are you today?
Hi Shalpa, I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to discuss this topic because I believe English is an important skill for university students.
That's great to hear. So let's begin our discussion. First of all, why do you think English is important in higher education?
I believe English is very important because most academic knowledge is available in English. Many international journals, textbooks, and scientific articles are published in English. If university students understand English, they can access more reliable information and improve their academic performance. According to David Crystal in his book English as a Global Language, 2003, English has become the international language of education, science, and research. This means students who have good English skills can participate more actively in global academic communities.
That's a very interesting point. So, English doesn't only help students pass their class, but it also helps them gain knowledge from international sources. Have you ever experienced a situation where English was useful in your studies?
Yes, of course, sometimes my lecturers ask us to read journal articles or reference written in English. At first, it was difficult, but after practicing regularly, I became more confident. I realized that understanding English allows me to learn from more complete and up-to-date sources.
Let's move on to our next question. Why is English important for student future career?
In my opinion, English opens many career opportunities today. Many companies require employees to communicate in English, especially multinational companies. According to the British Council, English is one of the most important languages for international business and professional communication. Employees with English skills often have more opportunities to work with international clients and participate in global projects. In addition, English is useful during job interview, presentation, business meeting, and even when writing professional emails.
I completely agree. Nowadays, many job advertisements mention English communication skill as one of the requirements, and even in Indonesia, many companies prefer applicants who can speak English confidently. Do you think this is important for people who want to work abroad?
Not at all. Even if someone plans to work in Indonesia, English is still very useful because many companies cooperate with international partners. Besides that, technology and business are becoming more global everywhere. Therefore, English is beneficial for everyone, regardless of where they plan to work.
Now, let's talk about technology. What is the relationship between English and technology?
Technology and English are closely connected. Most software, online learning platforms, research database, and digital applications use English. Students often use a website like Google Scholar or international journals that are written in English. According to Grado 2006 in English, next, English continues to play an important role in technology, innovation, and global communication. Because of this, students with English skill can learn new technologies more easily and communicate with people from different countries.
That's true. Even when we search for tutorials on YouTube or take online courses, many of the best explanations are in English. I think English really helps students become lifelong learners. However, some students feel that English is difficult to learn. What do you think about this?
I understand why many students feel that way. English grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary can be challenging. However, learning English is a process. Students don't have to be perfect. The most important thing is practicing consistently. Students can improve it by watching English movie, listening podcasts, reading articles, or speaking English with friends. Making mistakes is completely normal because every language learner experiences the same thing.
I agree. Confidence is just as important as a grammar. If students practice a little every day, they will improve over time. Before we end today's discussion, what advice would you like to give to university students who want to improve their English? My advice is simple. Don't be afraid to start. Practice English every day, even if only for 15 or 20 minutes. Read articles, watch educational videos, listen to English podcasts, and try speaking whenever you have to the university or your opportunity. English is more than just a university subject. It is a valuable life skill that can help students continue their education, build successful careers and communicate with people from all over the world. Thank you so much, Silva, for sharing your valuable insight today. I learned many new things from our discussion. You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me. I really enjoy discussing this topic with you. And thank you to everyone who listened to our podcast. We hope today's discussion helped you understand why learning English is important for university students. See you in next podcast. Goodbye.